What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update number 34. Before we crack on with the videos and what happened, I just wanted to apologise I didn't have a video out yesterday. There was only 2 bits of news, so I've covered it in today's news, along with what's happened yesterday and along with what's happened this morning too, so I apologise for that. I also wanted to say that if you are enjoying the videos, don't forget to slap a like on it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We're aiming for 1,000 subscribers and I would like to hit that soon, so if you could subscribe, that would mean everything to me. Make sure you put your notifications on so you can be kept up in the news with all the latest things that are happening with Manchester City. We're going to crack on with the video, so we're going to start off with the ins, and we're going to start off with Man City's 2 in players that they are after. We're going to start off this time with Riyad Mahrez. The Daily Mail, they've been reporting that talks have been completed as of yesterday into this morning between Manchester City and Leicester City for Riyad Mahrez. The £60 million deal, that has been agreed now, and the medical will be taking place within the next 24 to 48 hours. So it could be any time between today and into tomorrow, maybe even Wednesday morning. Remember, pre-season does start for Manchester City today. Man City, the deal's completed by the start of pre-season, so they think they're going away. Are they going away either later in this week into next week? I think they're going over to the United States. Man City will want their deals done as of this week, so that deal is closed. Moving on to the other one, and it's coming from Jorginho. This is coming from Corriere dello Sport. I'm going to start questioning Corriere dello Sport's credibility here. They're reporting that Sarri is going to be appointed the Chelsea manager today, even though Chelsea's been stalling on this deal now for quite a while. But they're reporting that Jorginho is also going to go with Sarri and join Chelsea rather than Manchester City, which would be a big blow. Now, I'm not going to make too much of a big deal about it. Like I said, I'm questioning their credibility. Nowhere have I seen of reports that Jorginho's agent has met with Chelsea. I know that he's travelled to the country. I know that he's spoken with Manchester City. He might have spoken with Chelsea as well. It's just I've not seen it reported anywhere. Go off the bookmakers and what they're making of it. They were making Manchester City firm favourites for it. Chelsea drifting out into second favourites for it. But as far as I'm aware, there's not been any meeting. Man City wanted this deal done. It's not been done. Man City dragging their heels over this couple of £1 million. I'm aware that Napoli were hoping to see if Chelsea would get involved so they could have a bidding war. So why did they just accept the first bid that Chelsea had put in? Again, mesmerises me. The words that they used is that he'd be signing today for Chelsea. Now, as far as I'm concerned, again, Jorginho has done no medical with anyone. He's still over in Brazil. One thing is for sure, though, this deal is getting delayed. Whether that's Manchester City dragging their heels, whether that's Chelsea getting involved, whether there's complications, we'll have to wait and see. It's just this source that's coming from in Italy. They've been reporting for months that Jorginho was close to Manchester City. He's going to be joining very soon in the next 48 hours, the next 72 hours. They've been reporting that Sarri to Chelsea has been happening. Until Sarri to Chelsea happening, let's face it, this domino effect isn't going to go into place. And Chelsea have been dragging their heels there. So there's no end in sight, in my opinion. All I will say, though, is if Manchester City do want Jorginho, I would strongly recommend that they do get it done. If they want the man, go and get it done. Get it done ASAP. Pre-season starting, they'll want the 2 players, Mahrez and Jorginho, there, participating in full pre-season with the squad, getting up to shape, getting into fitness, everything else, and also fending off interest from other clubs. We don't want a situation where we ended up getting complacent and then Man United ended up stealing Alexis Sanchez in front of us. I'd say we don't want that, mainly because it on the front of the transfers, it simply makes you look quite bad in the transfer market. Now, that's just my opinion. You're free to think what you think. It's just, in my opinion, it makes Manchester City look like they purposely drag their heels and they delay things, and it allows teams just to steal in front of them. I know that Man City don't want to get ripped off, but my understanding with this deal is they're not getting ripped off. They're getting a very good deal. £44 million initial fee, paid over 2 years, paying an extra £5-6 million in add-ons, a deal that's worth under £50 million. They were willing to spend £120-130 million on Mahrez and Jorginho. They've got that total down to around £110 to £115 million. They've got themselves some good deals. This was last week's news. I don't get why it's not being done. I don't get why Man City aren't pushing ahead. If this ends up getting collapsed, then Man City have to turn their attentions elsewhere and we'll have to move on. We'll have no choice, but we don't want that to happen. We want things just to get done and have things there ready and settled we'll have to wait and see, so make sure that you subscribe, notifications on. I'm sure we'll have an update on that tomorrow. That was breaking news this morning, by the way, that was coming from. We'll move on to the outs, and first up we'll start with Eric Palmer-Brown. He has now officially joined NAC Breda on a season-long loan, so good luck to Eric there, the 21-year-old USA player. He is a defender. We'll track his progress later in the season when we have my loan reports up on how the players are getting along. Next up, we've got news from the Mirror. They're reporting that Patrick Roberts, he will join Leicester City for around £10 million, and this will help push through the Riyad Mahrez deal. My understanding is it's not going to be a deal with a player plus cash deal, so it's not going to be £50-60 million plus Patrick Roberts for Riyad Mahrez. It's going to be two separate deals, two separate negotiations, but that's if you believe the Mail, then that's going to happen. Sorry, the Mirror, that's going to happen. Speaking of the Mail, that's why I was getting confused here. Joe Hart, apparently he wants a permanent move away from Manchester City. Manchester City wants a fee for Joe Hart. I'm not too sure clubs are going to pay the money, nor are Manchester City, because the Mail are reporting that apparently Man City would consider letting him go for free. So basically, a club says, we're interested in signing him, we're not going to pay any money for him, but we will talk to him and try and negotiate a new contract with Joe Hart, because Joe Hart's only got 1 year left on his Manchester City deal worth £120,000 a week. So the club, obviously, that wants to sign him won't pay any money. They'll just have to pay whatever wage Joe Hart wants, and then that releases him from Manchester City, and then he's free to play for that club on a permanent move. And last but not least in the news, the last out is coming from Alex Garcia, and he will join Girona for pre-season ahead of his season-long loan to Girona, which will be his second stint at Girona. So good luck, Alex, with his move, and good luck, Eric, with his move to NAC Breda. So there's been the news. Jorginho, that's just filtering through. Unfortunately, I can't provide much more of an update. I'm sure we'll have more of an update as the day goes on, so make sure you check out my Twitter. I'll keep you all up to date with what's happening there. You can check out my other links to my social media too, my Instagram. You can check out me if you've got any business inquiries, you can hit me up on there. But that's been the video. Don't forget to leave a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Links to my partner channel, Mixid, doing mixology drinks, which I sometimes feature in, and also my second channel will appear at the end of the video. You can go check them out, like and subscribe over there if you wish. You can go check out my other videos too. Saturday's transfer update if you want to go and check that out. But we will have daily transfer updates for the rest of the week, because I'm sure things will be hotting up and pre-season starts, so things are finally warming up on the half of domestic football. So I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next Manchester City transfer update number 35. So I'll see you then. So it's been JSGC. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Peace. Ciao for now.